Hello students, today we are here with our next lecture of body fluids and circulation, and in this lecture we will discuss about the pigment present in RBCs, that is hemoglobin. The color of RBC is red due to the presence of a pigment. That pigment is called as hemoglobin. So here we are going to discuss about the hemoglobin in RBCs. This is the pigment which provide red color to the RBCs. It is also called as respiratory pigment. Clear? The amount of hemoglobin in the blood, it is different in males and females. In case of males, the amount of hemoglobin in blood is about 14 plus minus 2 per 100 ml of blood. Clear? What is the amount of hemoglobin in males? It is about 14 plus minus 2. ठीक है, 14 plus minus 15 16. ठीक है, तो या तो 16 या फिर 12, अप्रोक्सीमेटली एवरेज हम 15 के आसपास मानते. सो इट इज 14 plus minus 2 per 100 ml of blood, and in case of females it is about 12 plus minus 2 per 100 ml of blood. It is the amount of hemoglobin in the blood. That is the instrument. Next one is the instrument used to measure percentage of hemoglobin in the blood. The instrument is called as hemometer. The instrument which is used to measure RBC count in blood, that is hemocytometer, and here the instrument which is used to measure hemoglobin count in blood, that is called as hemometer. So hemometer is the instrument. Now the hemoglobin is having two parts in it. Here it means hemoglobin is made up of two parts. Now it is divided into two words, that is heme and globin. Here one part is the iron part, now that is the heme part. Heme is the iron part, and the other one is protein part, and the protein is globin. Globin protein is present. Clear? Iron in hemoglobin is present in ferrous state. So here iron in ferrous state. Now this is very important thing. So you have to learn this. That is, iron is present in ferrous state in hemoglobin. Now the amount of hemoglobin in a single RBC. Now as we know that the mature mammalian RBCs are devoid of nucleus and the other cell organelles. Now they are enucleated, and on maturation the different cell organelles gets disappeared from the RBCs. Why is it so? Because they need maximum molecules of hemoglobin in it. So to provide space to the molecules of hemoglobins, all the cell organelles gets disappear from the mature RBCs, and in about one RBC approximately 280 molecules of hemoglobin present per RBC. Clear? So this large amount of hemoglobin, this large number of hemoglobin is present in the RBCs. That's why the whole RBC has to be vacant to occupy this much amount of hemoglobin. Clear? So this is the number of hemoglobin in RBC. Now each hemoglobin molecule can bind 4 oxygen molecules with it. So here the hemoglobin molecule, and this hemoglobin molecule can bind 4 oxygen with it. It means hemoglobin is very much fond of oxygen, and it is a special pigment which is responsible for the gaseous transport in the blood. ठीक है, ब्लड में जो gaseous transport की process होती है, that is carried out by the hemoglobin. So 1 gram of hemoglobin transported approximately 1.3 ml of oxygen. These are the data which you have to be learned. 1 molecule of hemoglobin. 1 molecule of hemoglobin transported about 1.3 ml of oxygen. Clear? So this is the data. One hemoglobin molecule can transport about 1.3 ml oxygen of in blood. So if we are talking about how many oxygen molecules can be transported by 15 grams of hemoglobin or 15 molecules of hemoglobin. We know that in 100 ml of blood approximately 15 grams of hemoglobin is present in case of males. One molecule of hemoglobin transported 1.3 ml of oxygen. Then 15 molecules of hemoglobin can transported how many amount of oxygen? That is 15 into 1.3. Clear? So this is the amount. Nextly, when the RBC gets breakdown, what will happen? Clear? So the breakdown of RBC, here we are talking about the breakdown of RBC. As we know that in RBCs, RBC membrane is there and inside the RBC hemoglobin is only present. There is no cell organelles. So here after breakdown the RBC is divided into two parts. First one is the membranous part. So first one is the membrane of RBC. Membrane of RBC, this membrane gets reused. And the second part, that is called as hemoglobin part. So this hemoglobin part is going to be released. This hemoglobin part is having three components. Clear? So here the three components of hemoglobin. First one is hemosiderin. This hemosiderin is iron component of the hemoglobin. So this is the iron component part. Next one is bilirubin. Next one is bilirubin pigment. And third one is biliverdin pigments. This process is going to take place in the liver of our body. Clear? The process is going to take place, the process of breakdown of RBC is going to take place in the liver of the body. And in this case, the membrane of RBC is going to separate it. The membrane of RBC is called as Donan's membrane. And this is called as Donan's membrane. So this membrane gets separated. Next one is hemoglobin part. This hemoglobin part is having three components. Hemosiderin, which is iron containing part, bilirubin pigment and biliverdin pigment. Both of these pigments are present in the bile juice which is secreted by the liver. And these pigments gets eliminated out of the body through the fecal material. Now, because these pigments are the waste product and these pigments provide yellowish color to the fecal material, and these can be eliminated from the body with the help of this fecal material. But in case of deposition of these pigments, now if these pigments gets deposited in the body, then jaundice will causes, because these gets deposited below the skin and turns the skin yellowish in color. Clear? That's why these pigments causes jaundice if they gets accumulated in the body. So this is the pigment part. Now what will happen when hemoglobin is combined with oxygen? Carbon dioxide and carbon monoxide. Now basically three gases are there which combines with hemoglobin. oxygen and carbon dioxide present in our body, and carbon dioxide is inhaled in case of air pollution. Now if we inhale the polluted air, then carbon dioxide may gets enter in the body. So first, when hemoglobin is combined with oxygen, then this forms oxyhemoglobin, and this oxyhemoglobin is a temporary component. Clear? So this is a temporary compound, and this temporary compound again broken into oxygen and hemoglobin part. Clear? So जिससे ये बना था उसी में ब्रेक डाउन हो जाएगा ऑक्सीजन एंड हीमोग्लोबिन पार्ट. दिस प्रोसेस विल टेक्स प्लेस इन द बॉडी टिश्यूज. And this oxygen is utilized by the body tissues for the breakdown of the food particle. Second gas is hemoglobin with carbon dioxide. When hemoglobin is combined with carbon dioxide, then it forms carbaminohemoglobin. It forms carbaminohemoglobin. It is again a temporary compound. So this is also a temporary compound which will again break down into the form of carbon dioxide and hemoglobin molecule. Clear? Nextly, the third gas. The third gas, that is carbon monoxide. Hemoglobin plus carbon monoxide. Now when we inhaled polluted air, now in that case carbon monoxide is getting inside our body. This carbon monoxide is produced by the incomplete combustion of the fossil fuels, that is petrol and diesel. आप देखते हो जब हम व्हीकल्स यूज करते हैं तो व्हीकल्स के अंदर एक फिल्टर लगा हुआ होता है, उस फिल्टर से ऑक्सीजन गैस अंदर जाती है ना उस व्हीकल के अंदर, और वहां पर पेट्रोल और डीजल का कंबशन होता है, कंप्लीट कंबशन. धीरे 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 उसके फिल्टर्स जो होते हैं वो ब्लॉक होना स्टार्ट हो जाते हैं, क्योंकि डस्ट पार्टिकल्स भी उसके साथ एंटर करते हैं, स्मोक भी है, तो उससे वो धीरे धीरे फिल्टर्स क्या होते हैं उसके ब्लॉक होना स्टार्ट हो जाते हैं. एंड द फॉसिल फ्यूल इज नॉट गेटिंग द सफिशिएंट अमाउंट ऑफ एयर फॉर द कंबशन. ठीक है, ऑक्सीजन की फुल रिक्वायरमेंट फुलफिल नहीं हो पाती है. इन दैट केस द फॉसिल फ्यूल बर्न्स in the absence or in the lack of oxygen, and it produces carbon monoxide gas. When we inhale this carbon monoxide gas, this carbon monoxide gas forms a compound with hemoglobin that is called as carboxyhemoglobin, and this carboxyhemoglobin is a permanent compound. It is a permanent compound which doesn't gets breakdown in the body, and it gets deposited in our body and damage our lungs also. So this causes a disease that is called as hypoxia. Yeah? So here the disease which is caused due to deposition of this carboxyhemoglobin, that is called as hypoxia disease. Clear? So here we had discussed about so many facts about the hemoglobin particle or the hemoglobin pigment, which is the red colored pigment present in the RBCs. This hemoglobin provides red color to the RBC, and it is the respiratory pigment which is responsible for transportation of gases. Here the topic RBC gets completed. Clear? We had discussed so many facts about the RBCs. Each and every fact is important in itself. So you have to learn all these things. Clear? In our next lecture, we will discuss about the WBCs. Thank you very much.